Welcome to The Modern Lady, where you'll learn how to elevate your life with elegance. I'm Deborah. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe so that you can get an update when I've got a new video to share. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you ladies so much for your continued love and support for my channel. I appreciate and adore you all. Today's video is about how to navigate your self-talk to keep it classy at all times. I was just on a podcast a couple of weeks ago as a guest, and I was talking about the importance of self-talk. Your self-talk is really important because the things that you're telling yourself in your mind are really going to influence and inspire so much of what you're saying and doing throughout your day. So I'm going to share with you a couple of ways to keep your self-talk classy and positive at all times. So the first way to improve your self-talk is to give yourself grace. As women, sometimes we are just way too hard on ourselves. We really need to give ourselves more room to breathe because most women that I know are like super women. It's like we are doing work and home and managing so many different things and volunteering. And it can be very, very easy to overcommit because as women, sometimes we're people pleasers. We want everyone else to be happy. But if you are stretching yourself too thin, sometimes you just need to give yourself some grace and some room to breathe so that you're not tense, anxious, stressed, under anxiety, and really spinning out of control. If you're under pressure a lot, it can really, really affect not only how you physically feel, but mentally what you're telling yourself. So it's really, really important to give yourself grace so that you can have room to breathe and really enjoy and savor each and every day throughout your life. The second way to improve your self-talk is to stop always assuming the worst. Now, there is a phrase called the worst case scenario, and it's typically when you are thinking about the worst possible outcome. So as an example, let's say you are getting ready to apply for a job. The worst case scenario is, as soon as you're submitting that application, you're automatically thinking you're not going to get the position, that you'll never hear back, you won't get an interview. That's a short example of how you are thinking about the worst possible case scenario. So always assuming the worst is really, really detrimental to your mental and emotional health. And when you want to improve your self-talk, it's really important to shift your thinking from the worst possible idea and outcome of a situation to the best. So instead of always thinking about negative things, what could go wrong, what is going wrong, don't focus your time, attention, and energy on the worst. Shift it to the best. That is a really, really powerful way to start improving your self-talk, and you can certainly improve how you're feeling with your actions and your thoughts and feelings throughout the day as well. The third way to improve your self-talk is to avoid beating yourself up. Now, this happens quite a lot with some of the family and friends that I speak with on a regular basis. Sometimes they make a mistake and they're just constantly talking about something they wish they had done differently. And it's really, really important to not beat yourself up. We are all mere mortals. We're all human. So we do make mistakes. And it's important to acknowledge and understand and learn from a mistake what to do differently. But you certainly don't want to constantly remind yourself of that mistake or of something that you did, hoping and wishing that you hadn't done it. None of us can turn back time, and one of my favorite phrases is that hindsight is always 20/20. So when you're making a mistake or when you have made a mistake, it's important to acknowledge it and learn something from it, but you never really want to focus on that mistake and continue beating yourself up for the course of a couple of days or weeks or even worse, months. You want to learn from the mistake and move on. So when you're managing your self-talk and the thoughts that you're telling yourself, the things that you are meditating on in your mind, it's really, really important to move on past mistakes rather than staying focused and staying stuck on that one mistake or that one particular occurrence. You should be able to recognize what went wrong, what you can do differently, and move past it rather than staying stuck, focused on that mistake and really beating yourself up. It doesn't feel good to constantly be putting yourself down, and instead you can lift yourself up. So there are so many positive ways to really take mistakes and lessons learned and apply that wisdom to your future rather than really focusing on what you did wrong and staying stuck in that place of frustration. Now, ladies, I have to share that if you are looking to improve your self-talk, and it's such a powerful, incredible way to improve your entire life, if you have not yet picked up a copy of my very first book, Je Ne Sais Quoi, I highly, highly recommend it. Not just because I wrote the book, but because the very first chapter in this book is called Mastering Your Mindset. When you want to live a enriched, elegant, fulfilled life, you really need to master your mindset. And I share in my book some really simple ways to apply the advice and wisdom of managing your self-talk so that you can improve your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions and interactions with others. So I certainly encourage you, if you're looking to improve your confidence, improve how you feel, check out my first book, Je Ne Sais Quoi. I've got the link in the description below for you, and you will certainly find it helpful and inspiring. Ladies, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Did you find it helpful? I sure hope so. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Share some YouTube love. I would appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video here on my channel. Bye for now.